Alaska, often called the last frontier, is a land of extremes where survival is a daily challenge. The Discovery Channel show Alaska. The Last Frontier has given viewers an inside look at the rugged life of the Kilcher family, who live off the land in the harsh wilderness. Among them, Jane Kilcher emerged as a beloved figure, admired for her strength, resilience, and warmth. However, life behind the cameras was far more complex than viewers realized. Beyond her on-screen persona as a skilled fisherwoman and devoted family member, Jane faced personal struggles, family tensions, and public scrutiny. Her journey reflects the reality that living in the wild is only part of the story. Navigating relationships, personal identity, and unexpected hardships defines the human side of the frontier experience. The Kilcher legacy. The Kilcher family is a lineage of Alaskan pioneers, tracing roots back to Swiss immigrants, Ole and Ruth Kilcher. Their homestead, located just outside Homer, has been passed down through generations and represents more than just a home. It embodies a lifestyle built on survival, independence, and self-sufficiency. Living without modern conveniences, the family relies on hunting, fishing, farming, and careful preparation to endure Alaska's unforgiving winters. The show highlighted this rare glimpse into a family preserving old traditions while adapting to modern challenges. The Kilcher men often dominated the spotlight, showing courage and grit against nature's extremes, while other members like Jane brought balance, humor, and essential skills, enriching the narrative beyond mere survival. Jane Kilcher, more than a fisherwoman. Jane Kilcher quickly became a fan favorite, admired not only for her fishing expertise, but also for her humor, compassion, and resilience. She wasn't born into the Kilcher family, but seamlessly adapted to the homestead lifestyle, earning the respect of both her family and viewers. Jane's presence brought warmth and balance to the men's often stoic and rugged demeanor. She was relatable, approachable, and unafraid to show vulnerability, making her a bridge between the contemporary world and the traditional Alaskan lifestyle. Her skills on the water, combined with her natural humor and emotional intelligence, created a multidimensional persona that resonated deeply with audiences, illustrating that survival in Alaska is as much about human connection as it is about confronting the elements. Challenges of public life. Despite her popularity, Jane faced challenges inherent to living life on camera. The show's focus on the Kilcher men often overshadowed her contributions, reducing her to the label of the fisherwoman. Editing choices failed to capture her depth, overlooking her problem-solving skills, emotional support, and quiet leadership within the family. Living under public scrutiny amplified the pressure, with viewers speculating on her relationships, choices, and personal life. Jane had to navigate the fine line between being authentic and protecting her privacy. Her off-camera resilience demonstrated that her role extended far beyond what the show presented. She was not merely a supporting character, but a critical force holding the family together, while quietly shaping the narrative of the homestead. Family dynamics and role in the homestead. Within the Kilcher family, Jane initially served as a stabilizing influence, balancing the adventurous, sometimes rebellious nature of her husband Astley and other family men. Her ability to manage household responsibilities, support her family, and contribute to survival tasks was vital, even if it wasn't always highlighted. While Astley's daring and the patriarch's feats took center stage, Jane's steady presence was indispensable. Her humor, emotional intelligence, and competence kept the family grounded, showing viewers that resilience comes in many forms. Her character illustrated the reality of the homestead. Success and survival are not solely about physical prowess, but also about the quiet strength, adaptability, and emotional labor that sustain a family in one of the world's harshest environments. Misrepresentation and public perception. The show often misrepresented Jane, focusing on stereotypical roles rather than her full range of skills and personality. While Astley and other men were depicted as heroic adventurers, Jane's achievements, like navigating challenging waters, managing household logistics, and maintaining emotional stability, were often minimized. This selective portrayal led to public misconceptions, reinforcing the idea that she existed only as a supporting figure. Jane's frustration with this representation is understandable. She wanted viewers to see her as an independent, multidimensional woman, not merely an accessory to the family story. Despite limited airtime, she maintained her authenticity, demonstrating that true strength is not always dramatic or attention-grabbing, but is felt in consistent, meaningful contributions that support others. Personal struggles and privacy. Jane faced a delicate balance between public life and private identity. Married to Astley Kilcher, she navigated a high-profile marriage while maintaining her individuality and protecting her daughter Piper. Public interest often magnified minor family tensions, creating pressure to respond or clarify personal matters. Jane consistently prioritized her family and self-respect over public opinion, embodying quiet courage. While her story was sometimes lost amid the show's focus on the men, Jane's determination to define herself on her own terms underscored her resilience. She refused to let external narratives dictate her worth, proving that navigating personal struggles in public requires patience, discretion, and unwavering commitment to one's values and loved ones. Astley's accident and shifts in family dynamics. Astley Kilcher's near-fatal accident in 2015 brought unforeseen challenges, fundamentally altering the family dynamic. After falling off a cliff and sustaining multiple serious injuries, he required extensive care and rehabilitation. Jane became the family's anchor, managing household responsibilities while supporting Astley emotionally and physically. This reversal of roles tested their marriage, forcing Astley to rely on Jane in ways he never had before. The experience highlighted the complexity of resilience. Jane's quiet strength became central to survival, proving that heroism often exists in nurturing and sustaining others, not just in daring adventures. Her unwavering support during this period emphasized the essential but often unrecognized contributions she made to both her family and the broader narrative of the show. Marriage strains and public scrutiny. The aftermath of Astley's accident intensified pressures on Jane's marriage. Physical recovery and emotional strain introduced tension, with public speculation adding to the difficulty. Fans and media often questioned the couple's stability, unaware of the private negotiations and support that defined their relationship. Jane navigated these challenges with grace, refusing to let public opinion dictate her actions. She remained focused on her family's well-being, providing emotional labor that went unseen but was critical to maintaining stability. Her experience underscores the reality of life in the public eye. Personal challenges are magnified, and resilience is as much about managing relationships and emotions as it is about enduring physical hardships in the wilderness. Strength, resilience, and legacy. Jane Kilcher's journey reflects a broader message about strength and resilience. While reality TV often emphasizes dramatic feats and confrontations, Her story reveals the quiet, consistent determination that sustains family and community. Her ability to adapt, support, and lead, often behind the scenes, demonstrates that meaningful contributions are not always visible on screen. By maintaining her privacy, prioritizing family, and asserting her identity beyond the label of fisherwoman, Jane became a symbol of perseverance and self-respect. Her legacy lies not only in her skills and humor, but also in the integrity and emotional strength she brought to the homestead, reminding viewers that resilience manifests in subtle yet profound ways. Life beyond the cameras. Even after the show ended, Jane continued to define herself outside of public perception. She nurtured her family, embraced personal growth, and focused on her daughter's upbringing. While Alaska, The Last Frontier captured only fragments of her life, Jane's story emphasizes the importance of authenticity, independence, and personal agency. By refusing to be confined to a narrow on-screen role, she carved a life that honored her values and strengths. Jane's journey is a testament to the power of self-determination, illustrating that true accomplishment is not measured by fame or recognition, but by the impact one has on those closest to them and the integrity with which they live their life. Conclusion. The quiet force in the wilderness. Jane Kilcher's story is one of resilience, dedication, and understated heroism. While viewers may have initially known her as a fisherwoman and wife, her life reflects a much deeper narrative of adaptability, emotional intelligence, and personal strength. Facing public scrutiny, family pressures, and unforeseen crises, Jane consistently prioritized what mattered most: her family and her own authenticity. She reminds us that quiet strength is as powerful as visible heroics, and that perseverance often comes in moments unseen by others. Beyond the cameras and editing choices, Jane Kilcher embodies the human side of surviving and thriving in Alaska. An enduring legacy of courage, the Borage range, grace, and resilience.